Somehow a group of resistance operatives managed to disable a UFO that's set down near one of their camps in this area. They gave us the ship's position, and it's likely to be carrying valuable alien technology, so we're moving in to secure the site. Neutralize any hostile contacts on approach.
Welcome back to some more Beyond Legendary. And another landed UFO, this time well, regular UFO, although I guess it's a super UFO. It's the same for the mission.
-15 UFO site coordinates locked in. Move to secure the area, neutralize all hostiles.
25 to 27 of those hostiles that Brad was talking about are on the map. Also, on a recovering from my computer disaster issue, I'm struggling to get the game to run and look the way it looked before the reset. I don't know what kind of settings there. You might have seen in that loading screen a lot of like bright areas that I don't remember being there on loading screens before. There's also some stuff on the Avenger that looks weird. And I also feel like the FPS are not quite what I'm used to. It's weird.
My blade.
It's weird, and I'm trying to, kind of wish I could just restore a backup and have everything the way it was. But that's not how the tech works. Anyway, let's look at the map. We had a camera going all the way here, which is my usual, probably a Rave Commander situation. I would like to have Denmother sit somewhere and build up her stationary threat. So maybe we can poke her up on the roof. She gets extra crit chance from being on the high ground.
Good to go.
And yes, we're gonna be massively using the Requiem sniper rifles on these maps again.
I hope you know where I'm going.
Boosting.
Just get this
Reloading.
fake reload icon out of the way. Hearing some snaky sounds, or I always call them snaky sounds. I think sectoids make the same sound. I think the Celetids make the same kind of sound. Actually, I kind of want to keep that battle scanner in case we come across a seeker, and then I don't want to have the scanner on cooldown. Okay, all right, that is definitely snakes.
So you require
around that way.
How expected.
Yeah.
Whatever's clever.
Around this way.
Time to show these bastards the door.
Okay. No, I don't think we're gonna need the grapple anytime soon. But I really would like to get my entrench up for the extra crit chance.
On my way.
Get that going.
On my way.
Keep these a little bit more on the left, these guys. There's an argument to be made to get you up top. No, let's actually just hunker down for the extra aim.
Yep.
Really just two dudes there. There's an argument to be made to start opening up with a nice grenade here. We could also set a tracking shot mark on somebody. Maybe there also. A little bit concerned with them coming this way. Yes. We'll give it another turn here. Give it another turn.
Ready to engage.
Preparing to defend here.
Can't overwatch. Just chill over here. Okay, you can't overwatch, and done. Coming all the way across the river to reveal me there. That's very considerate. I think I can cheese it in a way that also hit the snake. No? Okay. I think that's just gonna be our opener here.
Multiple targets down. We've been spotted.
Menace 1-5. We just picked up an outbound signal coming from the UFO.
That's why time we
Some
only
kind
get
of
the 12th
distress
turn.
beacon. You need to get inside that ship and shut down the signal.
12th
or
turn
they send their
timer.
whole fleet after us.
So we could, interestingly, even without having the weapon charged, use this. Use the tracking shot. But if we want to get fizzle points, we need to get the kill with tracking shot. Either way. Can you do for me here? Throw an LR grenade. Low enough though. I mean, also need to take. Well, these two guys are panicked, right? Which means they're probably just gonna die from the dot, so we don't have to worry about that. We line these two up for spark shots. I think that's a maybe. Probably not because of the elevation difference. Yeah. Oh no, hang on. Oh, yeah, you started to give me something here. I'm gonna hunt the pixel. Well, you know what? I'm not sure we can actually line them up, but we can line up the snake and the cover. Let's take that. And I am thinking though we're gonna throw this grenade here. Our first action, and then probably just shoot the guy. That's so little damage.
Well, that just happened.
Oh. Oh, where do we have another action point? Missing. We don't have hit and run. Salt in the wound. No, that is just extra damage. Cold-blooded. Ah, yeah. The one thing people telling me, hey, you're not getting any value out of that. You're not using this. Yeah. To which my response is, yeah, you're probably right. I even forgot I had that. Hit him again. And of course he gets return fire again. That's my ablative gone, but he dies from the poison. Okay. So that leaves me with this jerk over here. Question whether or not I want to use fuzzy points on that. Or, well, rather not use them. So one option is I could, of course, take a perfect shot. Which I don't know how much damage that's actually gonna do. Nah, I think we just let's take the tracking shot. Even if it doesn't get the kill, it should destroy the cover. Or not.
Moving to defend there.
So I guess now we take the perfect shot, and then he also dies from the bleed. Okay, just in case something else shows up, and because we have plenty of smoke grenades. Oh god, we don't have a radius. Well, let's smoke these guys up. For the aim buff next turn. And somebody should have thrown an evac to be on the safe side, but it's probably fine.
Yes. I shall win your battle shortly.
About scouting and picking up some loot in the process.
I can dig that. I wonder if Swan can make me one of those.
Recon and about muton and a couple sectoids. Okay. Did you ever get bioelectric skin? No, you should probably get that. Even though you're kind of more a shooter than a scout, but we're using you for scouting most of the time.
Oblivion awaits.
I think I'm gonna take it slow here. Just take a regular reload. Charge, and then the same thing up top.
Rock.
Keeping an eye on that timer. And yeah, I think we're gonna just drop a good evac here, just in case.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Looking here. Observing this area.
Next turn, since we need to fall back here anyway, because of Shadow expiring, we can pick up that loot. Oh, they're not even on alert. There are two different groups, huh? Maybe? I don't know. Or the Sectoid was just lazy and it's like, yeah, you guys move. I'm just gonna stay here. Sure, let's see what that gives us.
Enemies neutralized.
Justin killed, Sectoid killed, Sectoid killed. I don't see the snake dying. That sounds like a problem for next turn, Commander.
All day long. Ain't this fancy.
At this point, you know, we still have so many, like 25 to 27. There's a lot of enemies still out there. I think I wanna... Well, maybe next turn we throw the battle scanner. Because we don't really have much action to begin with.
Okay.
Monitoring this area.
Give him one more turn here. See what happens.
We gotta take this thing out.
No idea what that snake did, if anything, really. Oh, it's just chilling in there. How is there nobody else? Whole radius where we just battle scanned. Okay, since we have the... Oh man, this is a weird UFO setup. We probably want to punch through the wall with the spark here to get to the thing. And that probably means we're gonna bring the whole squad over to the right-hand side.
My blade seeks blood.
Just makes the most sense to me here.
Heading your way now.
So means you're gonna need to get a new fancy position for your stuff.
Grapple out. That's affirmative. Standing
Prioritize
fast.
entrench for the aim boost. We can always, if we need to fire next turn, we can auto load
Let's see what it can do.
steady weapon and then shoot.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have Shadow back up next turn. Ooh, right.
What are you waiting for? Slaughter them.
Way too close. Okay, now this is fine. That's the kind of group I wanted to see.
Moving to defend there.
You're in there. Trying to hide behind the tree here with the boys.
Through here.
Further around. Could hide you down here, get you a little bit closer. Should be covered by the tree and this cover. That they don't see you, and then next turn we can shadow and get Closer,
I'll do a
closer.
song and dance for you.
You do a reload and charge.
Ready to rock.
Defending here at the moment.
I hope my positioning isn't terrible and that they don't spot me. I'm a little bit concerned that they might see the spark here. They don't see anybody, and if this group also decides to kind of group, it's not grouping up. Okay. But still, mechanical units are extra vulnerable to the from sniper rifle. So let's see what you can shoot here. You're gonna do less damage and lower chance to crit, but you have the shredding baked in, and I was kind of hoping that there's like a weird spot. You know, sometimes there's spots where you can hit a bigger AoE than what you would normally expect. Okay, I think we're gonna start with DerAva, and we're gonna shoot. Really don't like the shieldy boys, but I don't think I can give up hitting that muton and that spectre.
Multiple enemies neutralized.
Getting revealed there is huge, actually. Also, I did not realize shield droids could panic. What? Well, does that make sense? Alright, whatever. Just take it. Just take it. XCOM gives you something, you take it. You don't question it. XCOM usually gives very little. Can we just do a run in here and impulse these guys?
I'll comply for now.
Yes. So now I'm wondering something which may or may not be completely useless, depending on what these guys do. So I'm thinking I'm gonna shield charge in on the longbow. Oh. Sup.
I've wounded them.
Be patient.
So my idea was to then hear Gunslinger, and when these guys come around the corner, I get automatic hits, crits on them. Just gotta figure out what we do about that snake there, though. Might open up the wall and give us a look inside. So technically, do you have scamper exhaustion? That's what I really want to know. Because technically you just scampered. Okay. But also, non-technically, we activated that pod like 5 turns ago, so there's an argument that the snake shouldn't have scamper exhaustion, but hey, that argument is just one I'm gonna ignore. Looks like we do have line of sight to the objective now. Although Bradford did not say his fancy line of, yay, look at that, the console.
That's fine. I must confess, your skills were inadequate.
I mean, I do still get one free shot here with this. Might as well take it. Cool. Oh, yes, we're gonna do free reload. Open up Gunslinger. And I know we're not gonna get a shot on the panic guys or on the shutdown guys. We probably wanna kill these two dudes here anyway. But the idea is that the unactivated group runs right into my slinger diddy do. That would be fun.
Go here, fellas.
Took down another. Killing is in nature's nature. I will take that. If only my younger self had delighted more in those first kills.
That wasn't so bad. You know, I like to shit talk Gunslinger. And I continue to do so, but hey, this one time it was actually not terrible. Anyway. Free reloads. Recharge. That also puts us at 25 enemies already here. What can you hit? I guess you can hit these two jerks. Good enough for me.
Woo! Keep that up and we are out of here.
Exactly.
Mosey there, fellas.
Tactical sweet. Oh god. Oh, that's okay. I thought there was used to be a different ability. I think I'm thinking of a different class. I think I'm thinking about the Titan that had a narrow cone, very long range attack, but no, tactical sweep is more like, yeah, okay. It's different. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can't. Can you shield deflect attacks from stealth? I don't even know. You know what? You can't shield deflect attacks if flashbanged. Which would be nice if we had a flashbang in range.
Like old times.
Man, what's with my grenades lately? That is insane. Okay. But we don't have needle. I don't want to destroy loot on that officer. What can you do for me? You can, first of all, free reload. Second of all, charge weapon. Just kill these two guys.
Targets eliminated.
I'm beginning to enjoy this. The results have come in. You lose.
This unit is relatively agile.
I mean, that's 25 enemies.
One moment, please.
The rule is if there's enemy protocol, you gotta go for enemy protocol. I mean, we don't have that many hackers. We're hacking fairly often with our Spark, so sure, give the Spark some extra hacking stat. Why not?
We've knocked out the alien distress signal. Looks like the skies are quiet. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
We actually at a 30-minute timer, and the mission is done. That was quite efficient. I wonder who did the most damage. Maybe. Oh yeah, DerAva. Two people who didn't do any damage at all. Fusilier only did 50 points of damage. Yeah, it's because, you know, DerAva does more damage. Higher crit chance. Stationary threat damage scaling. So we gotta take the big openers where we hit a lot of enemies with her.
Is a minor footnote in history. A small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Is this, why is this so weirdly bright? I don't know what's happening. Colors seem off, and I can't find the setting that's different from previous setups. Anyway, let's focus on this kind of stuff. I'm going for Liquidator. If we get a kill with the pistol, that doesn't cost an action. That even goes for like Fanfire, it goes for perfect shot, right? You know, any sort of pistol kill, free kill. Cool. We also have some AP remaining here. There's an argument for Dervish to have shield charge more often, to have Gunslinger more often. Could also just go for combat fitness. I don't think Reaper is the choice here. Reaper is an odd skill on a hoplite, what? I guess if you go with some kind of build with Bloody Knuckles and other stuff, that boosts your melee damage. I think I want Dervish though. I want to be able to shield charge more often. Yeah, spending some XCOM AP. Alright, you get grappling. Cheese didn't even get a promotion from that. That's very sad. I didn't even see this. Superior heavy barrel. Get him a belly. That is gonna be super nice. There's gonna be a big competition for that. Like, who's the candidate for, you know, where do we want to get the crit damage? There's something to be said on the Saboteur. If we're actually shooting on a mission, right? Then that's really good, since we have Shadowborn and Shadow Strike. So we have high chance to crit with every shot, 3 extra damage on a crit, which makes sense. Prowler could upgrade from an advanced to an elite heavy barrel. We do have good crit chance, and we have extra crit scaling with Bring 'em On. That would probably help. You already have your superior heavy barrel. You're never giving that away. Let's do the bond training here first, though. I don't like the willpower loss here, but I want level 2 bonds. Alright, in terms of giving them that extra crit here. So our big critters. Denmarva with the sniper rifle. 1 extra damage on that weapon is pretty good. Who doesn't want an advanced superior heavy barrel? Bounty Hunter already has one. Alright, anyway, back to Geoscape. Then this mission here. Yeah, Geoscape FPS also has seen better days. I'm trying to figure out what it is, so bear with me as I try to get my everything back to normal. 29 intel. Skirmisher Gunner Combat NG, Tesla Trooper PsyOps Specialist. We're doing what? Sabotage Transmitter Underground. Underground can be... Like, outside of Xen, we don't really have much close range potential, right? We have... Tesla Trooper is a little bit outdated weapon. We don't have the plasma version yet equipped. We have it researched now. Lenny has Mind Spin, Mind Control, but if this fail, if we only have high will enemies, then that's going to be useless. Off-tanker is really just here to be an officer. And then Gunner without cover destruction is kind of risky. I think I'm gonna be lame here and boost this. And rather run this at 10 to 12 rather than 13 to 15. A little bit less XP, a little bit less risk. Either way, that's gonna be the mission for the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.